Grana Weep Nimmy Bong, and welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things Transformers and Transformers action figure related. And I'm coming back at you this week with a bonus news roundup, I guess. Usually I wouldn't cover something that's kind of dropped the same day as I've already done a news roundup, but this one I just had to cover. I just had to do it, and I'll explain why next.
And now the news. Don't touch that dial.
So typically, I think Hasbro just wait for me to upload my news articles for the week, and then they go ahead and release something that I wish I'd have put in there. Usually, in my case, I would have waited until Saturday to talk about these. But for this, I just had to. And it's not even really down to the figures. But let's cross that bridge when we come to it. And let's talk about the figures that were shown yesterday. So first up, Dino. They showed off the Dino. Now, I'm not the biggest Beast Wars fan, granted. The Dino here looks a little bit like Cheetor. To me, certainly the head sculpt looks a little bit Cheetor-like. The bot mode here looks okay. I quite like the fact that the dinosaur has the scaly skin, so they've definitely gone for some nice textures across the body here. But look at that ears. That ears. He's got that ears. It's definitely, it's bizarre from the neck down. As with anything with the Beast, it's difficult to get them right. But I will definitely say that the head sculpt on the dinosaur itself puts some of the Jurassic Park figures to shame. So well done for that. And the bot mode looks okay, but the alt mode, it's still, for me, yeah, it's not ideal. Then Airazor here. Yeah, Airazor, again, not a character I'm overly familiar with. Bot mode looks okay, head sculpt looks great. Again, nice textures that they're putting on these, trying to give him those kind of animal skin type textures. From the top, looks like a pretty credible alt mode with some articulation here in the wings where they spread out and stuff like that. But my guess is that the underneath is going to look a little bit of a mess where the body just kind of folds up. You know, it might look good on your shelf. It's quite cool in the alt mode, in the bot mode, sorry, as well, with the wings sticking out quite angelic like. And you can also put the beast mode head on and it rocks its beast mode head in alt mode. I don't know if that's something that the character does during the show. Let me know down in the comments. Are you excited, Beast Wars fans, for these two figures? And then finally we get to this. Okay, so Ultra Magnus, the Siege version of Ultra Magnus is nice. It's a good Ultra Magnus, really nice. I think this version, I was waiting to see the alt mode on this, and I don't really like it. I was hoping for some real improvements to the alt mode, if I'm honest. I was hoping that they were going to go old school with this, if I was honest, and kind of do a bit of a recolor, like an armored up Earthrise Prime. They haven't done that. They've stuck with the Siege and retooled it, and also retooled it not very well, if I'm honest. I think it looks a bit naff. It's gaps, blocky. You've still got those hands that stick out of the back. For me, this is an easy miss. Alt mode here, it doesn't look any different really. It's smoothed out in a couple of places. Like I say, you've lost the silver weathering, or the silver snot as some people like it. Whether or not you like that, I actually quite like the weathered look. The one thing I do like actually on this figure is the head sculpt. I like the difference within the eyes. I think it's got the more sunglasses type look, so I do actually really appreciate that, and think that that's actually better than the Siege. But everything else is a lot better with the Siege figure. And then we get to oh good lord, oh no, who had all the pies, you fat bastard, you ate all the pies. So looks like Ultra Magnus not only getting shot in the back by Megatron during season 1, spoiler alert, sorry, should have done that first, also seems to have put weight on during his death, and this looks awful. Looks like one of those funny like KO Transformers, or when people are literally doing the meme of Prime at Christmas when they don't transform him properly. This looks awful. And on the topic of not transformed correctly, what is that? What is that? Hasbro not transforming, also the cod piece as well, but not transforming that piece correctly on an actual product shot that's coming out. Now, you know, I've worked for companies before, and this is a kind of VM, right? This is a kind of visual marketing that you are doing here. You make sure these things are pristine and absolutely perfect before they even get the photo taken. And before it gets released to the media, this must go through about 3-4 people at Hasbro. It must pass more than one person's shelf. Nobody's just taking this photo and releasing it, surely. They really need to actually get somebody in at Hasbro who knows the figures and knows how they are supposed to look. This is how you sell your figures. Collectors everywhere now think that this guy just got a big old ass, if you don't know anything about this. But those of us who own the Siege version know that that needs to go to the top. Why are you releasing pictures like this? And then, like about 20 minutes later on the official Facebook, this abomination got released. Oh my good lord, no! What is going on here? Not only has he got that ass, he got that big old ass going on at the back, but they've not pushed the cab backwards either, so the cab is still forwards. Now, I don't know, maybe they've changed the engineering, you know, putting it in two versions here, I guess. Maybe they've changed the engineering, so the only way you can get a twist on the waist now is by pulling the cab forward, but I can't imagine they've changed it that much. What are you doing? And also then they released the cab shot, the cab here, you know, misaligned, not together. Now, we had a good old laugh about this on Instagram last night, and you should all try and give me a bit of a follow on Instagram if you're not. At the moment, you can find me at VECTASIGMAREVIEWS on Instagram. I post some pictures there, post a few Transformers memes, and also pictures of things that I've got up and coming on this channel. So you can see that I've got some pictures of Scourge from the X-Transbots there. That might be coming tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that one. So yeah, we had a good laugh about it, so I thought I'd bring it to the channel to really talk about this a little bit more, because this is not the first time that it's happened. We remember when the spoiler kit got released, or the spoiler pack with the Nemesis Prime in, and look at the front of this Prime. This is mistransformed. The front here, and these are actual product shots. The windows aren't closed properly, the front on that section is not brought down correctly. And then I thought, I wonder if this is a trend with Hasbro at the moment. So I went onto Amazon and I looked at Run Amok, and okay, Run Amok, poorly designed, we know it doesn't tab together very well, but look at all the gaps here. Surely there's something that you can do. I went onto Astro Train, no top. The top fin on Astro Train not transformed correctly. I looked at the Earthrise Prime, okay, this is only small. Oil canisters not pulled out. This is VM. This should be the bots in their most pristine looking way before you take these product shots. Blue Streak, new figure. The foot section not moved down correctly. Ape Face. Look at Ape Face. What's that hanging out of your arse, Ape Face? Ape Face has got piles or something hanging out of his arse. What is going on here? Even in the plane mode, when you transform it into its horrific space jet, they've not transformed that correctly. What do you think is going on at Hasbro? Do you think they've stopped caring about their product shots and they know that we'll just buy anything, so they just take it and then they just put it out there? Do you think there's a lack of QC going on at the moment, or what do you think is going on? Because this is such a regular occurrence for such a big brand that just doesn't seem to care about the photos that they're putting out about their product. I'd love to know your comments on this, so let me know down in the comments. Then we also saw the back of the packaging. Back of the packaging is, you know, at least the Transformers are transformed correctly, and also it proves the point because you can see here that the back is moved up on this figure and everything aligns correctly, although not 100% perfect on the alt mode. The front we've already seen. It looks nice. I really like the new artwork on the front. And then that's it, really. Let me know your thoughts about these figures, and also whether or not you think that Hasbro has just lost the passion, certainly, for being able to market their own figures when it comes to photos. Or do they just don't know how to transform these correctly themselves? Let me know your thoughts about this and everything else down in the comments. And of course, if you're new around here, give me a like, a share, and a subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Alright guys, in a bit. Peace!